Povitica. Povitica is a very special bread.
It is.
It's
it is.
multiple, almost see-through layers.
That's right.
Of beautiful bread here. But what's really nice about this tradition is that there are only 5 bakers in the world that still do this the old-fashioned way, and you are one of them.
That's right. My grandmother brought this recipe over when she came from Croatia, and she makes it and makes it with English walnuts and honey and some really cool stuff. So
so we brought it
stuff,
here,
yeah.
and we've had it on QVC for quite some time now, and it is a customer favorite. Now, what makes this collection new today is that we're bringing you 2.5 loaves plus 1 bonus loaf.
Right.
And that bonus loaf was one that I helped Mark develop when we were putting together some flavor profiles. But before we get to the bonus, let's go to the first 2 that are in the collection, beginning with your hands-down bestseller. This is your English walnut.
That's English walnut. It's crushed English walnuts, honey, and sweet creamery butter all rolled up into 1 loaf.
Unbelievable. And then from there we go to apple cinnamon.
That is our apple cinnamon. It's our grandmother's recipe for homemade applesauce, Washington State apple chunks.
You can
and
see the chunks of
ribbons,
apple, yeah.
and ribbons of cinnamon.
And ribbons of cinnamon. How
Ribbons.
much do we love ribbons of cinnamon? And then finally, this was a flavor that I helped develop and something that I'm very excited about. This is white chocolate cherry Povitica.
Yeah.
Tell us how you made this, because you and I went through a few different samples before we landed on the right one.
We did. You know, we wanted to make something with chocolate. We wanted to make something with cherry. So we took Grandma's cherry pie recipe and we used it as filling.
So wait, this has cherry pie filling in it?
This is cherry pie filling, yeah. So we took our cherry pie filling and we thought, all right, let's throw some chocolate in it. Just regular, dark chocolate. Didn't work.
It was too chocolatey.
Yeah.
What we wanted was something that would be a little bit more balanced, so you get the brightness of the cherry, but the creaminess of the chocolate. So what did you do instead?
So we put white chocolate instead. And that brought out the brightness of the cherries. It gave us the savory, sweet taste of the chocolate, and it made it ooey gooey. So here's the makeup of this. There is, you ready? A ½ pound of white chocolate in every loaf, a ½ pound of cherries in every loaf, and a ½ pound of cream cheese in
I'm going to pass out right now. Right now, I'm going to pass out. All right, let me tell you, we've got this delivering either immediately, November 9th, or December the 7th. If you want this shipped immediately, we have fewer than 200 left to go around.
Yeah.
I'm excited because we're able to bring the 2 best sellers back to QVC and pair it with a bonus loaf. And the bonus loaf is the white chocolate cherry that I worked with Mark to help develop. I'm so proud of this collection. I'm such a big fan of your Povitica.
Thank you.
I am such a big fan of Strawberry Hill. They have just, first of all, this is the nicest man you're ever going to meet in your life. Secondly, he's a family guy. He's a 3rd-generation baker. He's one of 5 bakers in the world that make these breads.
Right.
And I think it's time to bust some of this out. All right, so let's go after our white chocolate
there you
cherry.
go.
And remember, this has a ½ pound of cherry pie filling, ½ pound of white chocolate, and a ½ pound of cream cheese. I may just lose consciousness right here. I'll be right with you. Because I want you to hear me when I say, happy dance, happy dance. Woo!
Look at that. Look at that. Yeah.
This is crazy. Where's Sharon? Sharon, got to get up in here and get some of this. All right, so we have the English walnut, we have the apple cinnamon. Sharon, come try this white chocolate cherry.
Come on over.
It is
chocolate.
so yummy.
I love cherries. I love Povitica.
And I know you know the other flavors very well. I want you to taste the bonus loaf.
Can I just tell you, without even tasting it, just picking this up, how moist this particular recipe is?
And it's got a little weight to it, doesn't it?
And you see the little white layers that are in that? That's the paper-thin sweet dough that we use to keep it all together.
Talk to me about that, girl.
You know what? The white chocolate makes, maybe it's the white chocolate makes everything creamy. Creamy. So this is very creamy, and then you have the layer of that cherry, and I think white chocolate and any red fruit together goes beautifully. This is delicious.
Isn't it lovely?
I am looking forward to making French toast out of this one.
You know what? That's what we hear so often, Mark. And you suggest getting a little butter in a skillet, cutting this into a nice sized Texas toast wedge, and then, Sharon, enjoy, my darling.
Texas toast.
Come on, get it.
Let's do it.
And then get it into the skillet, and then just brown it in that butter both sides. I wouldn't even need syrup with it. I would just put my whole face in the plate.
We're going to put some syrup on it.
You can do that too.
I made some, yeah.
It all depends.
So
but
we'll
you know
take
what?
a little syrup.
And any of these flavors lend themselves to French toast, and that really makes them remarkable. So don't miss out on this opportunity. We're very busy on our phone lines. If you want the immediate ship, I have 6 dozen left to go around.
Wow.
We are also shipping out November the 9th and December the 7th. In November now, we are getting limited in what we can ship out. The other thing that I want to point out, if I may, and if I may grab this piece
Absolutely,
from you, Mark, pardon
yes.
me.
Yeah.
I want to show everybody that as you begin to separate this, look at the ribbons of cinnamon, look at the chunks of apple, look at all of that moist, delicious, marvelous cake. Nothing about this is dry. Nothing about this is going to be a hard, what I call a hard swallow.
That's right,
Where
yeah.
you find that it's so dry you really have to drink a glass of milk to get it down.
Right.
This melts in your mouth. It's so moist and so tender and so delightful. Don't miss out on this because there are only 5 bakers in the world, not just in this country, but in the world that still make Povitica the old-fashioned way. And if you're ordering November and December ship weeks, we do not bill you until this actually ships.
Right, right.
May I say real quickly, our immediate ship week is now sold out.
It's sold out.
We
Thank
are
you.
only left now with November and December, and do know that November is now getting limited. What do you have next, buddy?
You know, it's great for breakfast, but also you may be thinking Thanksgiving or Christmas leftovers.
Ooh,
And so what we did is we kind of built a white chocolate cherry and English walnut sundae. So you've got savory, you got sweet, you got salty, and
What?
you got a little chocolate. Just a little bit. Just there we go.
Why do I not live in your house? That's what, Sharon, why don't I live over at the O'Leary's? We all need to live in the O'Leary's house.
I got 3 extra bedrooms. All my kids are
I'll
off
pitch
to
a 10
college.
on the
We're
lawn.
set.
You bring that out to me to eat. I'm not fussy. All right, so stay on the line for this. We're very, very busy. If you want the November ship week, I now have fewer than 200 to go around. A few more in the December ship week, but remember, we're not billing your credit card until this actually ships. Mark O'Leary, you are delightful. Thank you. Elbow
you
shake.
very much,
We
yes.
both got Povitica fingers.
Thank you, guys.
So we'll get all cleaned up here shortly, but stay on the line. Immediate has sold out. November is now getting limited, and December, very, very popular. It's great to see you, buddy. Thank you so much. Wow, is that good. I do have an update for you on our steaks that we had first up in the show. We have sold out of our November ship week, and we have sold out of December. And if you want the immediate ship, I have 2 dozen in the bacon cheddar and a dozen in the sour cream. Sharon?